just got there?
Yep, that's it, dude.
Oh, shit.
Just delivered. I think it was actually delivered by USPS.
Nice. You're
That's
going
the
to love
postal
it.
service. Yeah.
We have to do that tonight. We got to do some co-op.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to play here for a little bit.
Well, yeah, definitely.
It's not like, oh, I can get home and quickly download 80 gigabytes from my house in any reasonable time.
Yeah, it took me like a solid 5 hours last night. It was not
Yeah,
cool.
it took you 5 hours. It's going to take me 5 hours.
Yeah, I guess you're right, but we're going to get some time in tonight.
Yeah, yeah, I saw Jack Frags did a episode on it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll have to watch that.
First impressions.
Yeah, dude.
He's a good YouTuber, man, for those kind of video games stuff.
Right on. Yeah, I'm super impressed already. But
yeah,
we are back. It is episode 11, Brass Tacks Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I am your host, Rick, with the beautiful Adam.
What's up?
And we're talking a little Modern Warfare. Just came out last night, and a lot of people are getting it today.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
But yeah, I played for a few hours last night and super impressed. And so far, like all the campaign missions are like different.
I'm even excited about the single player.
Yeah. For the first time in a long time, I'm actually
throw it out there. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't seen reviews about it.
Right. Yeah, me either. I kind of stayed away from it on purpose.
So yeah, I don't know much about it, but
it's I have to say it's so badass so far, and like just the different modes you have to go into. Like my favorite one so far is you're clearing a multi-story house, and it's all in night vision.
Oh yeah, okay.
And if you want to talk about it just graphically, it's an achievement already.
Yep, that's what I heard too. It was on the caption of one of the videos. Like the graphics are pretty amazing. So.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, man. It's so far perfect.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I can't wait. But yeah, dude.
Full disclosure, I haven't seen in person yet. So
right. Pretty big game too, like 80. I think it was like 85 gigs or some shit like that.
Yeah, I alluded to that.
But yeah, but yeah,
5
dude.
gigabytes off.
We've been killing it with the show the past week, dude. Our numbers are literally double what they were last week. We're growing consistently still. So thank you, everybody.
It's kind of unfortunate.
It's unfortunate that's working.
I mean, grow whatever.
But yeah, now we have multiple listeners in Brazil, the UK, and Germany. So welcome everyone. We're here for the long haul.
It sounds like a Scorch move right here. Right
now. Yeah. I'm punching up the numbers.
Scorch used to say the same stuff.
Oh yeah, PFG TV. Everybody's tuning in. What a hack! Didn't he?
All right. Well, he did what he had to do.
I guess, but I mean, didn't help him out in the long run.
No, it didn't work out for him, did it?
No.
No.
What killed me? What killed me was the whole thing where you remember when Sam was talking about how Scorch would have all of his interns write his fan mail for him?
Yeah.
So they had something to read on air.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But you can't say that is unique to him.
That's true. Yeah.
I think that's a common thing that even occurs today. I mean, Jocktober. We're in October. I mean,
yeah.
Most of them most likely did that, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, as far as hacky, weird ways to get your show to seem like it's being noticed, yeah, he pretty much followed, I think, like a cookie cutter playbook that most conventional radio shows do.
He's just a regular radio guy, pretty much.
PFG TV.
Yeah.
Do you think that voice has to be a put on too?
No, because if it was, I think Sam would have said something at that time.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
And in fact, that was the case. But
yeah, I remember when we last left our listeners. You and I were about to go and see Jim Norton.
Oh yeah, didn't address that. Yeah, it was awesome.
Yeah, man, what a nice
really
guy
good.
too.
It's really good. Oh yeah, really, yeah. I mean, when it came to that meet and greet part,
yeah,
that was cool. Okay, but we're gonna talk about something.
Oh yeah, the bitch.
Yeah, so this chick was in like the first row.
Yeah, like corner stage.
stage left.
Yeah, stage left. Yeah.
In the same meet and greet section that we were in.
Yeah.
We were in the third row, middle-ish.
Yeah.
About, I think.
Correct.
Okay.
This is all adding up so far.
Yeah. Yeah, it checks out. So, yeah, Jim was doing some funny jokes and shit, and she would try to like pipe up every once in a while. And the guy with her, I mean, I think he was in a tough spot.
Yeah.
Because you got to think, first of all, we went to the 7:30 show.
Yeah.
It is not late enough to be fucked up.
And she was bombed.
This was drunk for sure, by the way.
Yeah.
This was not like I'm too high or something. She was drunk.
And one of her eyes was
wasted.
Like, she was doing the drunk girl, like one eye is like almost closed.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, we're at the early show. That's why we go to the early show, so we can avoid these fucking disasters and stuff.
And she had this horrendous like fucking collagen lips.
Oh yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, you know, I feel bad for the guy I was with. All right, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
that was a tough road to hoe for him.
Yeah, dude, having to drag around some drunk ass knife faced bitch.
But, yeah, and he was kind of chiller out during the act. He was trying to like. Jim kind of noticed I feel like at some point, and then but like.
I think he knew.
Comedy Works is like, they police their shit pretty hard.
Yeah,
if you start getting out of pocket, they check you like within very quick.
And your first warning is your last warning there.
Yeah, so he was able to like quell her for the entirety of the show.
Right.
But it was, I don't know. The bitch she was not, I don't know.
You have to imagine there's probably some pews at play there.
That could be, that's the combination.
Middle-aged drunk chick.
Yeah, liquor and probably some kind of like weird, like a Valium or something.
Yeah.
And so she's like extra out of it and has no filter. And so we got in line. Here's the other thing. We didn't jump. We just got to the beginning of the line, and they're like, oh, actually, the line starts back. Yeah. That fucking guy walked back to where the line's, like, he deemed it to start. So right here. So everyone in the front, where we were, had to go to the back.
Right.
So we went to the back. And then we got in the line, and I'm like, oh, dog, I got to piss, man.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I definitely think I can make it before we get to the front of this line.
And you did.
Okay, well, wasn't there at the store yet. So so I run and take a piss. Come back. I'm coming back to get back in line. And there happened to be actually at the literal end of the line at this point. I start walking through. It's not like a tight line. It's like I'm cutting through people. There's like big lanes, and I mount the other side away from them.
Yeah, yeah.
And she sticks her hand out.
The drunk bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on here? Like, I'm like, I'm up here.
Yeah, like you were cutting
in
a line that you were
staying there, and then the guy's like, oh, and like put her hand down. He's like, oh, sorry, man. I'm like, what?
That poor guy.
But they've been in the show for how long? Is she still fucked up?
Yeah.
Like, well, damn, dude, that was so
drinking
weird.
Consistently. I saw the waiter bring them drinks like several
times.
Oh,
really? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like paying attention to that, I guess, at that point.
Yeah.
Just when she started getting like.
But it's like, who are you to police a line anyway? And not to mention, like, you saw that the man came from the front. Like, we were almost to the front. We were kind of to the front at that point. Like,
she wasn't aware of what was going on 2 feet in front of her.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is like, why the fuck then would your next logical choice be like, oh, I need to police this line?
Because she was fucked up, and the guy was just trying to control her the whole time. Bad situation. He was in a bad spot, dude.
I hope that
he was in a bad spot.
He was, and I hope that he played it cool out in public like he did. Yeah. But when they got home, I hope he beat her mercilessly.
Well, I bet they're like, I'm assuming most likely they're married, but they probably have kids. This is like their night out or something. Oh, they got the babysitter.
Yeah, yeah.
And this chick
that's why they hit the early show.
Fucked up. Right. You're right. Yeah, they can go, So she fucked it up.
Yeah.
You realize they're going to go home at, we get out at like, what, 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
It's 9 o'clock. This bitch is fucking just obliterated.
Yeah, and she's gonna go home.
You know,
and, like,
yeah.
She's got. That's not cool. Like interacting with drunk relatives, especially like. Luckily, I never had to deal with. My parents were never into like really drinking or any kind of drugs or anything like that. But I had friends whose parents drank all the time, and like you'd go over there, and slowly throughout the course of the night, it's like midnight, and the mom breaks through. Hey guys, who wants brownies? And you're like, dude,
that's weird.
Your mom's got a problem.
If I was that age and I had kids, like what, they're in their 40s?
Yeah.
I'm not getting up at midnight for anything.
No, fuck no.
I go to bed at like 9:30 now.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not even old.
Well, no, but you have a crazy work schedule, man.
You
have
to get up early. But these, even on the weekends, I'm not. Dude, I go to.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
I go to bed at like 10 o'clock on the weekends, man.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
some people, I don't know how you get turned up that much. Where like, you give up at midnight. What?
Yeah, dude.
Brownies.
I've done a lot of drinking and a lot of drugs in my life, but like,
I don't believe that for a second. But.
Yeah, right. Rumors, but I've never gotten to the point where like my speech slurred or like I couldn't walk or I couldn't like conduct myself like a normal human.
Right. Yeah.
So like I feel like moderation's the key with everything, but she was on another level, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They have to be so crossing the plane of just ridiculousness of that.
Yeah.
That they're coming out like, oh.
I mean,
like, what?
That's the thing, man. It's like you never know. Like it really sucks because like you want to go outside and you want to do things sometimes. Like, granted, we're not like that. We're not like people that like, oh, I gotta be at this concert or I want to go to this like fucking event with all these people in it. But like when we do, the last thing we want to run into is like a drunk retard like that. And unfortunately, we live in a world where like it's scary because you never know who's on what or
what's on first.
Yeah. But like everyone,
joke.
It seems like everyone's on pills and like they have something going on psychologically that's causing them to behave erratically like that, and then you add alcohol into the mix and you get that weird bitch.
Oh, dog, you don't even know.
But fucking awesome show.
Oh, dude, killed it.
Yeah, dude, like that was the best show we've been to. I think
hands down.
Yeah, and
that's why I told my sister, I'm like, look, this was like we've been to some really good shows, by the way.
Yeah.
No.
But he killed every fucking joke. Like that's so rare.
He just murdered it, dude.
Yeah. It's the first comedy show I've ever been to where like every single bit killed me.
Dude, he was it was pretty fucking awesome.
The guy before him was really good too, Chris Thayer. I went back and watched some of his stuff. He's decent.
Okay. All right.
I thought he handled those hecklers pretty well too. Those guys that were like
he did great.
Loud.
He did great. Yeah,
he was pretty funny.
But fuck, man,
I was really excited when Norton did the Chip voice for your shirt.
Yeah,
he gave you a fuck yeah.
What do you think? Because I said fuck you. Yeah, I said fuck yeah, like a fucking idiot. I'm not trying to make the Chip noise. And they did the Chip. Yeah, dude. He did the Chip.
We got a little extra reward there
from the Chipper, dude.
A fuck yeah from the Chipper was our reward.
I was telling my sister because I called her the other day to tell her about this because she's a big fan too.
Yeah. She loves stand up, doesn't she?
Yeah. And well, she likes Jim Norton. Like she knows O&A and stuff. Yeah, just as much as me. And I was telling her about that. It was with Jim Norton, just like because she's got me that. She's the one who got me that shirt. Anyway, right. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I like to see that.
I was really pumped when he signed those posters for us, dude.
Oh, super cool, dude.
It was the first time I've ever bought a picture frame for anything.
Usually, same here.
Yeah, usually if it's a poster, we just hang them up normally, or like if it's a picture.
You know I have my Doom. My Doom is still up today.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I've been
poster better than the game.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, that.
So
Doom kind of sucked. It was like.
It was all right, but I mean,
it's a tough sell for me, especially on the multiplayer. Is like really monotonous.
Well, there's no multiplayer on that Doom.
On that Doom, yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. I played it just the other night.
All right. If you say so, dude.
But the only problem is like it's the same couple of maps in a rotation.
Are you thinking of Doom or Castle Wolfenstein, or am I thinking of Castle Wolfenstein?
You're thinking about Wolfenstein because Wolfenstein isn't. That's no multiplayer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, dude, but Doom, it's unless you buy the expansions and all that shit, which you're basically buying the game like 2-3 times over again.
Right.
It's the same like 3 maps over and over and over.
That's whatever, dude.
It's trash.
That's bunk.
I'm getting pretty sick of the whole like fucking premium like microtransaction thing in video games.
I mean, it's at the perfect time because they're moving away from it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a pain in the ass. Like
Call of Duty just is not doing it on that one.
Thank God. Yeah, Black Ops was riddled with it, dude. Black Ops 4.
Of course.
Oh my God.
It was terrible.
And the loot box situation, that was just stupid and shitty because they would just give you the same thing over and over.
Right, of course.
Fucking pain in the ass. But
yeah, dude.
I'm glad we don't have to deal with that in this new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell of a week, man. I again, I was just at my wit's end by the end of yesterday.
Why?
Just dealing with alcoholics all the time. It's a weird
okay.
thing.
You're at this is the Mecca.
Yeah.
You work at the Mecca. This is where they go to pray, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you shocked by that?
That's where they go to get all their fuel for hitting their wives and their kids.
Yeah, come on now.
Oh, man. That guy that I called out for throwing bottles in the parking lot, he's so nice now when he comes in.
Yeah, crazy I know. It's yeah, of course. You're going to meet some fucking weird people, dude.
Yeah. A lot of the old ladies act really hoey too. Like this one was like asking me what I was doing after work and shit like that. I'm like, "You're fucking 100. What are you doing?"
Well, that's not good, dude.
She's got that liquor bravery.
I mean, she's probably like, whatever, fuck, I got nothing to lose, dude.
Well, I would have to say, like, all right, if there was money involved, we could talk about some pricing. I'm not above that.
$50?
No, not $50. We're talking like I need at least
75.
Like no, I want like a cool grand.
Okay.
And I have to like it has to be at my discretion.
You're overselling yourself, but go ahead.
I don't know, man.
$1,000?
$1,000. Adam, look at me. I'm a prime Adonis.
I am looking at you. $1,000.
$1,000 is my base price.
A base price?
That's
that should be with everything.
No.
That's all holes.
Nope.
Yep.
Not all holes. It's
all holes, dog.
$1,000.
You're going 1,000. You're going all holes, and you're going a minimum 2 hours.
Let me tell you what $1,000 brings you with Rick Hansen. This is the base package.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
You get lights off, missionary, condom on. That's it.
$1,000.
And I am leaving. I am leaving right after.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. $1,000 not going to cut it.
I think so. I can do a backflip. Amongst many other
We won't
things.
go there.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think I've seen a backflip. I think I've stressed to you to see a backflip since we've met.
I will do a backflip right after this show.
I don't want you to do a backflip, dude.
It's easy.
I know. Okay, but no, because then if you get hurt, it's like,
how am I going to get hurt?
It's been recorded. And then, no, I advise you not to do a backflip.
I'm going to do a backflip.
And say, don't do a backflip. It's okay. I support you. I remember you doing a backflip at one point.
All right, well, let me put a little subtext underneath that for people to read further. I am going to do a backflip at the constant urging of Adam.
I do not want you to do a backflip.
Legally binding. I'm doing a backflip because you pushed me to do it.
No, I disagree. I don't want you to do a backflip.
All right, well, I'll do one anyway. If it happens to get caught on film, I might forward it to you.
It won't get caught on film.
Oh, my God. Anything fun happening in your neck of the woods as far as the corporate world goes?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Yeah, fair enough. Oh, did you see that thing? There was this article in the news. This 15-year-old girl went missing for like 3 months, and just out of nowhere, the mom finds her because there was a video of her daughter uploaded to Pornhub.
Oh my God.
Which means the mom was just cruising around Pornhub.
Oh, good point.
And found her daughter.
What do you mean? Did she have a hunch at that point or something?
Why would you think to look on Pornhub to find a missing person? If they're missing and somebody
No, I mean have a hunch that someone had said she got into porn. I mean, that's a stretch, by the way.
Well, then you have to be the guy that goes up to, or the guy or the girl that goes up to the mom and tells her, like, hey, I was cruising some clips last night and I saw your daughter getting railed.
That's a good point. No, not to say that, but like, someone said, she's at church on Sunday with her fan.
Oh no.
And like, I heard.
Oh, like third hand or second
yeah, like
hand,
I heard, like, your daughter started doing porn or something. And she's like,
Aye,
Then she looked. That's a stretch. She probably was just cruising Pornhub.
Yeah, definitely. Older lady, single mom.
Is she single, mom?
I don't know. I didn't read into that. I was just trying to paint the picture of the perfect night in for a single mom, cruising some clips.
Okay.
Lighting a couple of candles. Oof. Sprawled out in the bathtub, cruising on the Pornhub. And then, oh my God, there's my missing daughter. But apparently, yeah, the dude that kidnapped her was like filming a ton of porn. There was like, I think they said there's like 50-something clips online scattered around.
Oh, no, dude.
And the way that they were able to cross-reference and make sure that it was the same girl that they were looking for, they near the guy's apartment, like where he was filming all of it, she had been seen in a convenience store, like in the security footage, and the clerk like recognized her from the poster and was like, "What? Oh, shit, I need to call this in." Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Dude.
So basically, they triangulated her whereabouts.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah.
What?
I couldn't imagine that, man. Like, it's bad enough to have that whole like, I wonder where my kid is. But then you go and you're trying to treat yourself to a little cummy session.
Well, in this scenario. Yeah. Sicario. In this Sicario, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know. You bring up a very bizarre point that, yeah, you're right. I mean, that is just, I don't know.
I was thinking about it more and I was like, from her standpoint, I'd be like, I kind of rather she be dead.
Well,
I'm not trying to see my kid get railed.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, you don't want to see it at that point, but...
And it was on Pornhub, like, hundreds of thousands of people saw a missing underage girl just getting fucking, like, deep-dicked.
Yeah, that's not good.
Ugh. Could you imagine that? It's like, oh, there's my sweet little girl just taking it right down to the bag.
No, that's horrible.
But, yeah, that's fucked up. Well, she's been recovered, and that nightmare's over.
I want to back to bathtubs.
Yeah.
I was just thinking when you said that, I'd like a bathtub that I can fit in.
Oh, yeah, that's got to be tough for you.
I haven't fit in a bathtub since when? I don't know.
Since he was a little boy.
I mean, you're not wrong about that, by the way.
Yeah, sure. I remember your mom used to have me go over there and wash you. Adam had a problem with his fanny.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. I couldn't fit into a fucking bathtub probably since, like, 9th grade.
Prepubescent years. Yeah.
It'd be nice to get a fucking bathtub to kind of just fucking slip into, like, not that I'm like into baths, but I mean, if you can get in some,
if the mood strikes, you want to have the option. I get that.
Yeah, what if you want to just like soak, man? Get some Epsom salts.
Yeah, have a little schwitz.
Yeah, it's fucking bogus, dude. I want to be able to fit in a fucking tub.
Dude, I don't even fit into tubs.
Well, there you go. That's how bad tubs are.
Yeah. I think the last tub I was in that I actually like submerged myself in, and this is horrible, but it was in a one of the luxury suites at the casinos in Blackhawk.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, I took the chick I was dating at the time. And we had this suite, and I fucking that's like I got in this gross ass jacuzzi, and dude, I don't know. Thinking back on it, it was a bad move, just because the thought of it's disgusting. Nothing happened, obviously, but like. It's just gross.
Yeah.
Well, I kept my underwear on the whole time.
Oh, well, that might. I mean, I don't know if that thin cotton layer is really protecting you from anything. You kidding me, dude?
It's not.
It's not. There's nothing going. Yeah. It's all garbage in, garbage out at that point, dude.
Oh, extension to that story. The next morning, I wake up right, and I flipped one of my pillows over. No. Huge blood stain. Neither of us were bleeding. Yeah, it was, dude.
That sounds like you stayed at a good place at least.
Oh yeah, no, I'll be back. But that same night, fucking this Asian guy in the buffet line was trying to take crab legs away from me. I like grabbed this big thing of crab legs and he tried to snag it away from me with his tongs.
Oh no!
And I fucking pushed him and I was like, "Yo, you need to back the fuck up." It was almost a whole thing. Alyssa was there. She was like, "Yo, calm down." That was a hell of a night.
Well, certain people get pushy about things. Like
yeah,
there's no social like courtesy.
I'll lay a motherfucker out over some crab legs.
Yeah. No, king crab legs for sure.
Yeah, okay.
Snow crab,
Bush League.
Maybe. I'll think about it. If it's a lot of snow crab,
yeah.
If it's like a pound of snow crab,
well, yeah, it was all you can eat snow crab.
I mean, it may be this could be a death match at that point.
And dude, right next to the crab legs was a big old thing of sushi. They just had dudes rolling sushi.
Dude, what is this, amateur hour, man? You don't go to a casino and
dine on shellfish.
And dine. No, I mean, fine. They fly it in fucking frozen.
That day.
But you don't No, it's probably not that day. Sushi, dude. Buffet casino sushi.
Yes.
That's a terrible idea, and you're setting yourself up for failure.
I mean, I was okay.
Okay, fine, but
I lived.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I got it.
A picturesque example of peak performance.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That was a fucking crazy night, man.
Yeah, I bet, dude.
Oh, fuck you. You wouldn't know. Mister, I don't have fun. Going to sleep before the sun goes down.
Yeah, man. What else is going on? Nothing's going on, so what you gotta do?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, you gotta make shit go on, but who's got the time?
Make shit go on. Oh, just turn on music or something? No, I'm going to bed, dude.
Dude, so not only do I have to deal with the whole living the dream thing now at work, but like people are coming in and making fun of the whole like if you don't vote you can't complain thing.
Yeah, I mean, we tried to get into this last time.
We should just say like how
I'll be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
I was fucked. I was fucking high as fuck.
Absolutely.
At that time in the podcast. It was kind of early in the podcast.
Yeah, it was like almost right at the beginning.
And that may have been the problem. I got a little too excited. I did happen to smoke a few bowls in an exaggerative manner. I was really holding it in to be silly and then
silly.
Blowing it out like in a fool, just trying to be stupid. And I got way too high in the beginning, but it ended up paying off, I think, because it kind of
leveled out.
It kind of figured itself out in the the middle bit.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean voting, dude, I get it, but the problem is when your options are already kind of pre-designed for you. It's like pick this person or this person. They pretty much are the same person,
right?
You're gonna say, oh no, Trump and Hillary aren't the same. No, they pretty much are the same. Sociopaths, most likely, allegedly. Right. Someone may have said that. I didn't say that. I don't want to have a heart attack tomorrow. And
you don't say a lot of things that I noticed. That's okay, though. Never incriminate yourself.
But, yeah, I mean, they're both the same. It's all the same, dude.
I totally agree.
They're all, we got to cut taxes for every rich motherfucker out there,
well, all of them pool their sources of income from the same entities.
It's always, but they're always pushing tax cuts for rich, like weird shit like that. They're all getting paid by pharmaceutical company, whatever, you name it, oil companies,
Right. They're
all being influenced the same.
Yeah.
These companies are donating just as much as they donate to Republicans as they are to Democrats.
Absolutely.
I mean, Goldman Sachs was like a very large contributor to Barack Obama. They were a big supporter of him.
Right.
That's like one of the most powerful banks in the world.
Absolutely.
It's not a commercial bank. It's an investment bank. So,
well, I mean,
when you're talking about banks, I'm not talking about.
Well, banks, corporate interests, and politics, they all go hand in hand because they all are pushing for the same narratives at the end of the day. They all have the same agenda at the end of the day. And I mean, all a politician is a mouthpiece for those corporate and banking entities.
Pretty much, whoever has who's the biggest bidder.
Right.
The American voter is not the biggest bidder.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I will say on a side note that I do support tax cuts for the rich because I do plan on being rich one day. I don't plan on living in squalor for the entirety of my life.
I mean, well, what do you mean you tax cuts on the rich? I mean,
I preemptively support them.
I mean, that's
as
fine.
I plan to be wealthy.
Okay, that's fine. I don't. And it's not that because I don't, I know I'm not going to be. That's why I don't support that. But you shouldn't have tax cuts for anyone. You can't just keep cutting taxes. Right. The population grows. You can't keep cutting taxes. Well, let's just talk about keeping taxes the same for a minute.
Yeah.
Instead of cutting them. Let's see how that works out. I'm not even saying increase taxes. Let's just tax.
Or how about
keep it level for a second?
How about keeping a closer eye on like all the misappropriations of funding and shit like that? What? Yeah, I fucked that word up. Get out my face.
I don't even know what word you're even talking about.
Misappropriation? To misappropriate?
That is not the correct word.
Misappropriate.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I fucked that one up. Now I'm the high one.
I mean, I kind of gave you like 8 chances to figure that one out.
And that was fair. I appreciate it. I need all the quarter I can get in this world.
We do have... I stopped at the gas station on the way here.
Yeah.
And as I put my Gatorade at the top, I looked over and I saw these gimmicky oxygen things next to that. So I'm like, oh, quick, I'm going to grab one of these. Let's try this out. It's going to be fucking stupid.
It's canned oxygen.
While I was in line... when the lady's like, oh, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I was just going to see what's the deal with this thing. It's like, oh, people come in all the time. They're like, oh, it's great for hangovers and stuff. Like, people come when they're hungover and
just
do this.
Inhaling oxygen?
Like, well, I don't know if that really would work, but,
And it literally looks like an aerosol can with a little face mask thing at the top.
That's literally what it does look like.
And it's very light.
Oh, it's super light.
Oxygen, not a very heavy
almost
gas.
Like it's filled with air.
I'm gonna kill myself 30 minutes into this fucking show.
So,
what are the directions for use on that bad boy?
I don't know. Hold on.
I wonder if it works if you're baked too, because I'm pretty fucking high right now, and that could like.
You're really looking to be saved at this point, I'm assuming.
Yeah, man. Bring me back to baseline. Speaking of being saved, I want to talk about that fucking Christian rapper later. After we figure this whole thing out.
All right, let's just...
How many are you supposed to fucking do?
It said 3 to 5. I don't know.
3 to 5. Let me see this.
That's what it says. 3 to 5. 3 to 5, dude.
I'm gonna try this bad boy. It's definitely air.
That's what I would have said too. It's just air. I don't know. I don't feel any different. So
no.
Well, it's like, oh, take this to the mountains. So if you get short of breath, you just go like,
yeah, you just pop some air in your fucking mouth.
Does that really work? Like, come on.
Or how about you do a push up and a stretch every once in a while? You don't be such an out of shape dullard.
I think I should stretch more too. I don't stretch very much.
Yeah,
I should always be stretching.
Yeah, definitely. Drink water and stretch. You'll fucking live a long time.
Big water guy.
Yeah.
Stretching's, yeah, you should be stretching.
You turned me into a big water guy, especially after I quit drinking.
Oh. I mean,
dude, you saw me, man. I was not drinking anything other than fucking whiskey.
Water was not a part of your consumption. Like,
neither was food. Did not eat a lot.
Yeah, or yeah.
Unless I was with you, like you and I always ate together, like on the weekends and shit like that.
Yeah. The Hooters times, we got to go back to Hooters, dog.
I have nothing to do at Hooters now. What am I gonna do? It used to be okay because we'd go there when we were drunk and everything, but like, I don't know. What am I gonna do now?
I always went for the wings. I don't know.
The wings are good. I just don't want to sit there and watch those little stupid disasters walking around.
We could order wings from there and take them back here. It's not that far. It's straight down the road.
Oh, you're just saying you want the food again. I thought you were talking about
I'm saying I want the fucking chicken wings.
They would be good. We should get those tonight, maybe.
Oh, if I would get them if they deliver them to this house. I'm not getting them.
They deliver them.
They don't deliver.
I've delivered. Yeah, I've got them here before.
Yeah, maybe not.
10 boneless, bitch. But yeah, they do deliver here. I'm not repeating myself. Anyway.
Yeah.
So the canned air. We'll just take a couple hits off of that periodically and see if it does anything. But
I mean, I don't know, man. I mean,
I do feel less high, I will say.
Yeah, if you live in Colorado, you can get this at a gas station. I don't know. It's like if you go in high elevation or something, but I don't know. I feel like as
if you're up there in the mountains acting like a little baby back bitch and you pass out because your bitch ass can't fucking hike that far, I guess that's a good thing to have.
Yeah, man, I guess. Is it going to really save you?
I mean, even the placebo effect has been
true.
Known to help people out.
That's why it's an effect because of that.
Yeah, in times of duress, it can be a helpful thing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
But I said I wanted to talk about that Christian rapper guy. Did you see that video? There's this Christian rapper who took his family to see the new Addams Family movie, and the dude, I don't know. I guess they were like barely into the movie, but the dude's walking out. That's where the video starts. Like him walking out of the theater. Okay. And he starts talking like in the theater. He starts the video and he's talking in the theater as he's walking out, like because he just has to be seen. Like this is outrageous. He says he's walking out because the Addams Family movie has images of like demonic or images of demons and like demonic messages scattered throughout.
What?
It's the fucking Addams Family. You did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Like my whole thing with this guy was like, I see a lot of videos of crazy people on the internet, and they're actually crazy.
Oh yeah.
This guy is just trying to garner attention for some like falsely held beliefs that he has, and like damn well he's not even really upset. But what pissed me off the most was like he had these kids with him that were just bummed. They're like, dude, I can't do anything about my situation right now. I'm literally stuck with these fucking idiots.
Screwed.
And he's making this video the entire time walking out. He's like, there was a jack-o'-lantern, and the jack-o'-lantern is like a so-and-so to Satan, and I'm not going to let the enemy, Satan, get to me or my family. And the wife's in the background like, yeah, baby, you tell him this back in Addams Family is the devil. And like, she was just some fat disaster walking behind him.
That's not good, man.
Yeah, dude, she was stressing out some sweatpants.
Stretching out sweatpants?
Stressing out some sweatpants.
Oh, stressing out, okay.
But I fucking hate things like that. Like, I can handle crazy people being on the internet because that's half the fun of it.
Sure.
But when it's just some fucking asshole that's like got to make a scene in public where there's other people trying to watch the movie, dude.
Right.
And I fucking hate that.
Yeah, come on, guy. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like, that's like, it's amateur hour. It's not even just amateur hour. It's an executable offense. All right, I want to say it.
Yes, it is an executable offense.
I didn't want to say it.
That's where I wanted you to get with this. Like,
okay.
I just wanted you to get to that point. We're like, all right, dude, this dude deserves to die.
Yeah,
straight up. I hope this guy gets killed.
Well, I mean, I know,
but
I did watch Final Destination last night. So.
Oh yeah, you don't want to jinx yourself. You got a lengthy drive back. I wonder if the dogs in the background are gonna pick up on the microphone.
Who knows, dude?
That would kind of give it a cool little ambiance.
Maybe. Yeah. maybe. Yeah.
Dude, oh my God. Speaking of movie theaters, damn it, dude. Which one were we at? I want to...
AMC.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I feel like that's the only one anymore.
No, there's Cinnabar or whatever, man.
Cinnabar?
Yeah, Cinnabar, dude.
You can get a pizza delivered right to your fucking seat, dude.
Yeah.
But, no, there's one time I was at the movies. I don't know if you were with us or not. It might have been one of the only times you've ever come out to the movies with us, but like,
there was a few times.
Yeah.
But go on.
But we were in the back, and there was like these younger guys, probably in their 20s as well, on the other side of the theater in the back, and they were just talking like through the beginning of the movie, and everybody's starting to do that thing where like all the strangers are looking at each other like, all right, who's gonna be the asshole?
Oh, I definitely don't remember something like that. We always sat in like the relatively front of the movie theater when we went.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I feel
for
like
the most part,
Skylar really likes sitting up in the front like that.
Yeah.
But this one dude finally, like, he's looking around and you could just tell he was like, no, he's gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Big fat dude stands up and turns around. And he's like, hey, you guys back there, yeah, you, shut the fuck up And literally everyone in the theater started like applauding this man. Like, they,
oh shit,
he was the
they got
hero.
shamed, dude.
He was the hero of the
Good.
night. All four
Good.
of them got up and walked out. Didn't
As
come
they
back.
should.
Dude, he's a hero. The man should be awarded.
Dude. That's a slow clap, man. You need a slow clap after that, dude.
Yeah, he deserves at least like a little sucky or something like that out in the parking lot. A little incentive.
Well, maybe just like a thumbs up.
A thumbs
Thanks,
up.
man.
Here's a popcorn.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't stand public ignorance.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I don't know, man. You run into people every day, like, I don't know, dog. I mean, you run into people, like, you know, at your job, like, you know, going to work at lunch and stuff, walking around fucking downtown Denver.
Yeah.
It's fucking weird as fuck, dude. There's fucking weird people all the time with weird different reactions to things that you wouldn't think would be normal. Like, why did that person just react to basically nothing like that?
Right.
You know, like, what the fuck is going on, dude?
Yeah, you have to wonder why, like, in an already stressful situation that's making you feel that way, why lash out and completely amplify the situation when you could just leave it alone? Like, time heals all wounds.
People
you could just
are
walk
getting
away.
turned up. I mean, it's been since the beginning of time. People just in close like spaces just get fucking turned up, man.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, all right, man. What the fuck? I'm just trying to go from point A to point B. I don't need these problems, man.
And don't get me wrong, like, I do like when shit like that happens. Like, as the observer, it's a completely different situation.
We've seen it. We know. Yeah, it's great when you're an observer.
Yeah.
And then that something pops off. We're like, oh, this is fucking crazy to watch. Like, yeah, it's fucking hilarious.
I love it. I love a good public outlash or like a good public confrontation of some sort.
Yeah.
Especially when you got nothing else going on. It's like, all right.
Yeah. Fuck, might as well.
Man, that place is crazy down there.
I mean, it's weird.
I told you about the bathroom situation. I was walking to your office.
Oh, God.
Dude, that was tough, man. I didn't know, like, what was going on. I just, like, it's right underneath your office. I'm, like, going to take a piss before we were meeting up. And I walk into the men's room, and it's literally, like, you could barely walk because you'd step on a homeless guy. There was, like, 6 or 7 of them deep in this small-ass bathroom. And, like, but guys are standing in front of the urinals just, like, talking to each other and shit. And I was like, yo, dude, I got to take a piss. And the guy was like, oh, all right. Moves to the side. But then guys are, like, walking into the stall, like, 2-3 deep. And you just hear, like, shuffling around. And, like, I don't think they were fucking or anything. But, like, there's definitely a couple of deals. Like, you know, money was changing hands in that stall.
Well, yeah.
So, like, I didn't like having to ask for the urinal. But I did enjoy a little bit of the riffraff around me. Because it's just one of those surreal moments where you're like, yeah, this is the world I'm in.
You gotta take a piss.
Yep, I gotta try to not be a shy guy because I'm just letting these little driblets out.
Yeah.
I am not a good public pisser.
Me neither, bro. Yeah, unless it's someone I know standing next to me in a urinal.
Yeah, well, you and I hold hands. I like that. I like the.
There's no hand holding.
Oh, okay. Well, Adam's not out yet.
Yeah, there's light eye contact.
There is. Maybe an Eskimo kiss or two.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If I'll go stall just to avoid standing next to someone.
Yeah, definitely.
And it has nothing to do with the fact maybe they were pissing. I just don't want to stand next to someone.
Right.
When I'm relieving my bowels or my bladder.
Yeah, I do get like the I get the shy shits. Like, let's say I'm having an emergency. It's
if you're having an emergency, you know,
I have an upset tummy. You know, like one of those days, I might have to go in public. It's like, oh shit, I got to go over there and hope nobody's in there.
Oh yeah.
And then like I'll get a couple out. I'll get a couple like good, you know, gorilla fingers out. But then like the real troublemaker is getting ready to come, and somebody will walk in and like stand next to the stall and take a piss in the urinal, and it just sucks back up into my body, and I'm like. I'm sitting there holding it until they leave. That's the worst feeling that a man can have.
Well, that's the whole thing. When you take a shit, dude, you want at least a cordoned off area, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you want a cordoned off area space. That, like, hey, I'm in this little, you know, fucking fortress. I can be myself.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I can express my bowels like they need to be expressed. Like in a public setting like that, it's like you're trying to be like polite about how you're fucking dropping deuces. No, man, it's a disaster. No one wants to hear it.
Yeah.
You know, we've all done it. We have to fucking drop these just terrible messes. Like,
dude, when the poops get really vocal, when it's really like making itself known, I get so self-conscious, dude.
Oh man,
it's not good. I get self-conscious about a lot of things, but like any kind of spilling of fluids or like doing
spilling of fluids.
Yeah, I get a little I get a little sheepish.
There's a lot. That's a wide spectrum spilling fluids. So.
Well, yeah, like if you're
tears.
Okay.
Snot. Drool.
Yeah, I don't like
earwax.
Yeah, I don't like doing any of that shit. I definitely won't pick my nose or like
shit, cum, blood.
I don't do a lot.
I just named a bunch.
Anymore.
You're being very
No, all of those. I would be sheepish to do in public. I don't want to bleed in front of anyone.
Well,
I don't want to come in front.
No one wants to do it.
I don't want to always come in front of somebody, but like, I haven't done any public fucking in like a year, so like, I don't know. I can probably safely say that those days are behind me, but
something's
all of
behind you.
Yeah, what?
I don't know. I don't know his name.
Oh, nice. I get it. It was a gay joke.
It's pretty good.
You're on the nose. Anyway, fucking. But yeah, no, just any kind of fluid in public.
I completely hear you.
I don't want to cry in front of anyone. I won't.
Right. That's actually you bring up a good point. Like anything. You don't want to be sneezing.
No fluids in public.
I'm with you.
That's it.
I'm on it. I'm with you. I 100% support that.
Yang gang.
Yeah, we already established our support. In the last episode.
I was just gonna start naming off a list of things we take hard stances on. We take soft stances.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So you brought it up the other day, like about the tweet you saw, and like I just read a thing on it, but like, what's up with the whole Colorado wall thing with the Trump situation?
I'll be real with you.
Does he think we're a border state? That's what that was my understanding at first.
Well, that was the implication. Yeah, I would assume is what they were saying. I don't know, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it was someone wrote it out on a speech for him.
Oh, that would be
then
funny.
He just said it, so someone actually was like trying to do something there, maybe, or he was off the cuff and just happened to say that.
Had a couple of schlitzes that night.
Well, he doesn't drink.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my God.
So I don't know.
He says he's never drank or done drugs or anything like that, right?
Well, I don't know if he's ever said he hasn't done drugs or anything, but I know he doesn't drink.
Man.
It's not like a dude that stopped drinking like George Bush Jr.
Right. But dude, that's got to be a really militant mindset to have.
Yeah.
I feel like it's such a mainstay, especially in that realm. If I was a politician,
I mean,
I'm
not giving him any more credit.
Time.
I mean, that's it. That is what it is. That was his choice. So
yeah. I feel like if I was a politician, that'd be it. I'd just be doing everything. I would not want to focus on the world I was living in.
Well, yeah, maybe, but they are conditioned at that point because their reality is probably so bizarre.
Yeah.
It's probably, if we knew that, we'd be like, oh my God, we're all screwed.
Yeah, just being a constant ball of anxiety every day because everything is so fickle in this world and can change like at a moment's notice.
Well, that, and they're selling their fucking humanity.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, they've completely like given themselves away. They basically they're malleable and they bend to everyone else's will, and they have to be that conduit
so they can get those donations for their next campaign run.
Yeah, man, them hot dollars. That's got to be a really tough life to live. I wonder. I mean,
I wouldn't recommend it.
You kind of have to be a sociopath to choose that for yourself.
Probably.
Just getting aired up over here.
Yeah, this air is. I don't know.
It's a farce.
I'm not gonna comment on it. It just doesn't. I just don't feel like it's making an impact on me feeling more refreshed or something.
You heard it first, people. Brass Tacks podcast. Canned air is snake oil.
It could be. I'm not endorsing that to say that it's that. Could be.
I like to speak for both of us.
Oh well, it could be, or could not be. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, it's true.
But I don't feel an effect from it.
You're not an aerologist.
No, definitely not an aerologist.
tell you what. Oh, dude, I watched that episode of Real Ass Podcast with Nicole Arbor on it.
Mm-hmm. I watched that as well.
I cannot stand this bitch. Oh my God, I don't know. Like when I try to think of something mean enough, I just start blacking out when I think about how much I hate this person. Her opinions and the way that she approaches stand-up comedy as well, completely infuriating. And when you listen to Tony Hinchcliffe explain how he views comedy and how comics view what stand-up is, and how he breaks down the art of like, you might not have this crowd that reacts to your material, but knowing how to turn a crowd, even if it's not your general demographic, how it's such an innate, like, dialed in skill. And this bitch just has none of it and has no practice with any of it. And still calls herself a comedian. It's just infuriating.
Well, I just think the podcast was very awkward and bizarre. Like, it's just weird. Like, I mean, she is a YouTuber,
right?
I think that's probably where the bulk of her like fame and revenue probably came from.
I think a bulk of her attitude towards that shit.
Yeah,
too.
but she got. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she felt there was like a lot of. It was very bizarre. Like I don't know. Maybe, but like. I think Tony said it, like, called her a YouTuber, and she got, like, offended by that.
Yeah,
and, like, she's trying to say she was a comic first and a YouTuber second. I mean, but it's YouTuber is not even a negative connotation. Why would that be? I don't understand why someone would take that as a negative connotation. I mean, Joe Rogan is a fucking YouTuber.
Right.
I mean, and he's huge.
Absolutely.
Edward Snowden was just on his podcast.
Well, that's the thing is, like...
Not literally on it, but...
The thing is at the end of the day, you have to provide the content. YouTube's just the conduit to disperse it out into the world.
Yeah.
You have to be worth a shit for it to even go anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are some outliers in that statement. I'll say there are some people a lot of people that don't deserve the attention they get. But yeah. So to be offended at that, it's ridiculous. And also to describe yourself as something that you're not really known for. Seems kind of like a weird move.
Yeah.
It's a weird move, and it means that she's like
is.
got these weird self-conscious thoughts about herself. Like maybe she sees herself for what she really is, like a talentless hack, and she has to latch onto something other than YouTuber because anyone can be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
When not everyone can be a comedian.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. I mean, not everyone can be a YouTuber necessarily either.
Well, I mean, in terms of like just being able to upload your videos.
Oh yeah, and you're right.
You can do whatever you want.
Anyone can upload a video.
Yeah, you don't have to be talented.
Right. I mean, everyone. You don't have to be talented to do like a open mic night.
That's true.
Yeah.
You can be like us, not be talented, and have your own podcast.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Couple of sacks of shit, smoking weed and huffing air.
Oh, literally. I mean, it's from the gas station, dude.
Huffing that gas station air. They just go into the bathroom stalls and they can the air around the little freshener.
Yeah, it's like, that's got to be what it is. Like, perfect. Urinal cake.
Oh my God. See, I can't. Germs freak me out. Like, the whole toilet seat thing. Like, anytime I have to poop in public, like, the toilet seat has to be just basically surrounded with toilet paper like a nest.
I get it. I don't think you're really making a difference. I'll tell you why.
Okay.
So that material on the toilet seat,
yes,
is inherently like microbial, bacterial, whatever the fuck you want to say. That toilet paper next to you,
right?
That is just absorbing fecal flakes all the time. It's paper. It's not antimicrobial. So
it's porous.
It just has shit flakes from everyone, from everywhere, all over it. You put that on the fucking seat, you're just sitting on shit. Now say don't use the toilet paper in the initial sweep. If you can pull this off, you get a bunch or even some like paper towels on the outside, get it wet. You don't want to look like a weirdo, so you have to make sure you're in the public restroom by yourself, most likely.
Yeah.
You grab some, get it wet, and then go into the toilet, wipe it. You got some. It's a moist.
Yeah.
Like and then you put some others and dry it off, and then you sit down. That's the best you're gonna get. If you put toilet paper down, you're not doing anything else. But
You're just sitting on shit.
Oh. Either way, you're gonna sit on shit, so you might as well just sit on it.
Well,
unless if the toilet seat's shitty, literally,
right,
you would not decide to even just put paper.
I wouldn't shit there.
Toilet paper. I just right. You would move on to the next.
Yeah, or I'd just go home. I'd drop whatever I was doing.
Right.
But at this point now, I mean, you're completely right, and I'm just not shitting in public again.
I don't blame you.
Not happening.
Unless it's an emergency.
Yeah. Are you endorsing them?
I don't know.
Did you get ads without me knowing?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, Adam's backdooring me with with the ad revenue. Man. Yeah, I guess that's it for me with the public shitting. That's not
I mean if you have to do it, you do it. It's one of those things like if you have to shit where you're like, I could hold it for 30 minutes or however, if whatever your destination is. Even if you have to cut it close, I would cut it close rather than shit in one of these fucking messes that's in public, man. Like,
yeah, that's understandable.
It's a disaster for the most part.
Oh, dude. So I was telling you, our friend Troy's in town, and we were like all reminiscing last night about just we started talking about how we were doing all the mischievous things as we were kids, like kind of like we were talking about last week.
Yeah. And
we were just kind of going over old stories, and man, was I reminded about what a fucking dirtbag I was. Like we were just such little assholes, and I'm surprised none of us ever got like severely beaten for our activities. There was this is all out in the open now, so like it's
out in the open.
No one's gonna get in trouble for it, but like there were a couple of times where we would go and just egg and toilet paper and do other shit to our one friend's house all the time. Our friend Phil.
Yep.
And Troy was with us one night. Like we drove over there with another one of our buddies who the kid who ended up licking all that acid and he got naked and ran out in the street.
Correct.
That kid. So it was all of us in a car, and we were like 14, 15, and like I think Tops had just started driving. So like it was like midnight, and we went over to Phil's house, and we just doused the house in eggs and like all the cars in eggs. And I think Skylar was the one that... Wait, no, Skylar might not have been with us on that one. Somebody was toilet papering over the eggs.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so covering the house, covering the cars. We did the mailbox. And then we uniformly placed plastic sporks in the yard and like covered the entire yard in plastic sporks. And I'm videotaping this the entire time, like with my little camcorder. I used to record all of our little deeds.
Well, it had to be a camcorder for sure at that point.
Yeah, dude. And so we're filming it and everything. And then I had brought this huge fireworks display. So I put it in the middle of all the forks, and we just built out. We fucking lit it and ran, dude. And like it was hilarious. Like the cops came and all this shit. We filmed it from down the street. So like all these cops were coming to the house, dude. And it was cool because like when the fireworks went up in the air and they exploded, the house looked really shiny. It looked like a shiny mummy.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah, and we filmed the cops getting there and talking to them and all this shit.
That's pretty creative, though. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean...
That's good effort.
We definitely got better at what we did, you know?
Well, yeah, I think that's good effort.
And I told you our one friend, he had a really bad habit of, like... He started keeping eggs on him just without telling us. He'd just have eggs on him and shit like that. Because he liked to be the guy that would, like, start off the night with something crazy. So, like, one day, Troy had just picked me up, and we're, like, heading back towards North Myrtle Beach, but not quite all the way up there.
Okay.
On the way, there's a cyclist, and he's in the bike lane, and the lane was pretty fucking narrow, so, like, we were right by him and shit like that. Cody just hangs out the window and slams an egg on his back.
I know.
And he would do that all the time to cyclists. He would just ride right up to him, slap an egg on their back. And, like, that was usually how we start the night, is, like, a good egging.
Good move. It's a solid move, dude.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
There were a couple of, like, really dangerous times, though. Like, I almost got beat up a couple of times. We were on the boulevard, and the hotels are pretty close to where the cars pass by, and there's a lot of balconies and shit like that. There's a dude who's, like, 4 floors up, and we're riding by, and I just stuck my middle finger out the window. I was like, douchebag! I'm like a little 14-year-old calling grown men douchebags.
Not a good idea.
Boy, that light changed, and we were at a dead stop. I didn't get to look back from the light, and he was like already on the car. And he was just like, "What the fuck you think you're doing, you little shit? I'll kick your ass." And like me and my friend are just like, "We're sorry." Looking like little cowards. I thought I was going to take a grown man punch in the face.
That would not have been good.
No. And I've always been like, I was a little kid, man. I did not like really have any real features to be afraid of. And so I was afraid this dude was going to cave my head in.
Could have.
And then there was another time where we were riding on the boulevard again. Just the worst place to pull shenanigans, by the way. Fucking, we're riding down the street, and this big fat guy is in the middle of the road. He's crossing the street, and we're passing him. And as we're passing him, the dude had like this huge, ultra wide, ultra long, tall tee on. It was bright orange. And my friend leans out the window and just goes, "Hey, look at me. I'm a big, fat, stupid orange man." And the guy pulls a gun out and like points it at the car as we're like speeding by him. And so
that's scary, dude.
Yeah,
almost got to make a move, dude.
Almost got shot over that one.
Almost got zipped up.
Yeah, there was another time I called. There was a guy getting out of his car, and I forgot what I called him. I called him something. It was just like one of my stupid names I would call somebody. Like, but he pulled a revolver out and pointed it at the car. So there was a couple of times where like night riding, you know, we had guns pulled out on us because we were just being little teenage shitholes.
What if they were just airsoft guns?
I hope they were. That would have been cool, you know? They're like, "Oh, we'll just scare him." But then who's that guy carrying around a fake gun for that purpose alone?
Yeah.
He gets hassled a lot by teenagers. He's like,
true.
"I'll keep this on me."
Oof. Yeah, but could be airsoft.
Man's got to do.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, man. I think that about does it for us, man.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I don't want to be rude. I just really want to see.
That's fair, and I really want to play Modern Warfare.
Yeah,
so,
just being honest with you.
I think maybe Daddy and Daddy, we smoke a couple of stogies and we shoot some phonies online.
I think that's probably a fair deal there.
Hell yeah, sounds good to me. Well, thank you everyone for joining us for another episode of the Brass Tacks podcast. And if you would be so kind just to go and like our Facebook fan page and check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, and SoundCloud. We also have our GoFundMe up for studio equipment and all that shit. Go to GoFundMe and search.
Oh, this whole time it's a GoFundMe?
Yeah, just for the equipment
Oh,
upgrade.
I thought it was a I was just thinking never mind.
What were you thinking?
GoFundMe? Oh, that's what you're saying, fund. That was a joke.
Oh.
Go fuck me.
Oh, my God.
Funny. That was a joke. Whatever. We'll let it ride.
All right, well, go to our GoFuckMe and search Brass Tack. Or no.
That's a joke.
Yeah, okay. We're just... You will be lucky if I cut this part out. Either way, I think it's Grand Logic on GoFundMe. Links in the fucking SoundCloud. Thank you guys. Remember, go fuck your mother.
You could eat my ass.
Good night, everyone.